if your modem can't do it.
I can't get my $300.
Look, he don't understand how it works. Where's Miguel? Miguel know how it works. Miguel!
I can't get my $300.
You know, it's business, it's the office. I enjoy it because this is what I love to do. You know, I've been boxing since I was 7, which is pretty much all I know. Look at myself as a complete fighter. There's pretty much nothing I can't do in the ring. I can fight going forward, I can fight going backwards, I can fight going side to side, I can box, I can counterpunch, I can slug it out, I can switch from orthodox to southpaw effectively.
Terence Crawford's training for a fight against someone like Canelo Alvarez is not just about going to the gym. It's a lesson in discipline, precision, and strategy. Every session is carefully planned to ensure he is at his absolute best when the fight begins. As soon as he steps into the gym, the atmosphere is intense, and Crawford is fully focused on his goal. The core of his training is sparring. His sparring sessions are tough, almost like real fights. His team brings in partners who mimic Canelo's style. Strong, aggressive fighters with sharp counterpunching skills and constant pressure. Each round is a test of both skill and endurance. Crawford works on his timing, dodging punches, and landing precise counterattacks. These sessions are not just about physical training. They sharpen his instincts and decision-making under pressure. When he's not sparring, Crawford spends hours perfecting his technique on the mitts. His coach uses these sessions to create real fight scenarios, pushing Crawford to throw combinations that can expose weaknesses in Canelo's defense. It's a constant exchange. Crawford takes feedback, makes small adjustments, and refines his skills. Whether it's a fast series of hooks and uppercuts or a single powerful body shot, every punch is thrown with a purpose. The heavy bag is another key part of Crawford's training. Here, he focuses on building power and endurance, throwing punch after punch to develop the kind of strength that can change a fight in an instant. These sessions are exhausting, testing both his body and mind. Crawford doesn't just hit the bag, he visualizes the fight, imagining Canelo in front of him and preparing for every possible situation.
Around in the ring, I visualize everything because anything can happen. You know, what would I do if I get hurt? What I do if anything bad was to happen? You know, I visualize it all.
Footwork drills are also a major focus, especially against an opponent like Canelo, who is known for his high ring IQ and ability to cut off movement. Crawford spends hours improving his lateral movement, pivots, and angles to stay one step ahead. His speed and precision allow him to create openings and control the fight's pace, making the ring his territory.
10, 1, 2, push, 3. I don't think anybody has seen Terence Crawford in his prime. I don't think he's in his prime yet. He's really growing into his body as far as maturing, you know, building more muscle, growing into that 147-pound frame.
Defense is another area where Crawford excels, and his training reflects that. He practices slipping punches, rolling under hooks, and blocking combinations with precision. His head movement is sharp and unpredictable, a skill that has frustrated many opponents over the years. Conditioning is also a key part of his preparation. Boxing isn't just about skill, it's about having the stamina to perform at a high level for 12 tough rounds. His training includes high-intensity drills, explosive plyometric exercises, and endurance circuits that simulate the challenges of a real fight. By the time he steps into the ring, he is a finely tuned machine, ready to keep up his relentless pace.
Drive it. Drive it. Time!
Crawford and his team spend a significant amount of time analyzing Canelo's previous fights in detail. They study his every move, from the way he delivers power shots to his defensive strategies, scrutinizing each aspect carefully. Identifying his weaknesses and habitual patterns, they develop a strategy to gain the upper hand. This mental and technical preparation is just as crucial as physical training, ensuring that Crawford steps into the ring not just with a plan, but with a complete understanding of his opponent. Each training session is an opportunity to establish the perfect balance between power, speed, endurance, and strategy. This meticulous approach is what makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing. A fight against Canelo Alvarez, considered a legend in the sports world, would be a huge test for Crawford. Reports indicate that Mexican boxing icon Canelo and American fighter Terence Crawford have agreed to a showdown in Las Vegas this September. Talksport.com reports that both fighters met separately with Saudi boxing chief Turki Al-Sheikh during the Ring Magazine Awards in London, fueling speculation about this potential match. Crawford has already expressed his willingness to move up 2 weight categories to 168 pounds for a fight against Canelo. The 34-year-old Alvarez boasts an impressive record of 62 fights and has been a champion in 4 different weight divisions. His most memorable victories include his historic trilogy against Gennady Golovkin in 2011 and a unanimous decision win over Edgar Berlanga last September. Meanwhile, the 37-year-old Crawford holds an undefeated 41-0 record and has also won world titles in 4 different weight classes. Financially, this fight could be a massive deal for both Canelo and Crawford. Speaking to Ring Magazine, Canelo stated, "It's possible. We are here to make the best deals, and this fight is always a possibility." However, Turki Al-Sheikh is actively working to make this fight happen, hoping to finalize it before the end of 2025. Crawford also addressed the potential fight on Instagram Live, saying, "Stay ready so you don't have to get ready again." With his confidence and preparation, fans are eager to see how this fight unfolds.
Everybody that believes in hardcore boxing fans, they know Crawford can beat Canelo, just like they knew Bud was going to beat Spence. This is real simple. It's real simple. You just got to know boxing in order for you to be able to say that. Hey, Terrence gonna get in there and do what he needs to do, perform.
Fans may be excited to see a clash between Canelo and Crawford, but only if it is broadcast under a regular DAZN subscription. The reality is that Crawford recently moved to the 154-pound division, and his performance was not extraordinary. Now, without any preparation or tune-up fights, he is jumping up 2 more weight classes, which seems highly unrealistic. If Crawford truly wants to fight Canelo, he first needs to prove himself against strong contenders like David Benavidez or David Morrell. He cannot simply be handed a title fight based on his name alone. Some critics argue that the 37-year-old Crawford already struggled at 154 pounds and had to work hard for 12 rounds against Israil Madrimov. If Madrimov had adopted a more aggressive approach, the outcome could have been different. Now, the question arises, can Crawford really compete at 168 pounds against Canelo? Or will this fight be nothing more than a spectacle? Expert opinions are divided. Some believe this will be a defining moment in boxing, while others see it as just another massive financial deal.
Now we gotta know, Terence Crawford can't be beat, and you know damn well Canelo can't be beat. I mean, he lost a few times, but that was here, no there. But Terence Crawford, Canelo, I gotta know who y'all got. I know who I got. I'm gonna say in the comments. I just want to see who y'all got. Let me know.
Some analysts believe that Crawford is seeking this fight against Canelo purely for financial gain rather than genuine competitiveness. He already faced challenges at 154 pounds, and now moving up to 168 presents an even bigger test. Meanwhile, Canelo remains in top form. In 2013, when Floyd Mayweather defeated him, he remarked that Canelo's power did not impress him. However, since then, Canelo has evolved into a much more complete fighter, making him an incredibly dangerous opponent today. Some analysts suggest that if Crawford moves constantly throughout the fight, he might be able to prolong it. But winning is another story. Shakur Stevenson, Crawford's close friend and training partner, believes that if anyone can beat Canelo, it's Crawford. However, he also acknowledges that this will be an extremely difficult fight. The biggest challenge for Crawford will be the weight difference. If he moves up to 168 pounds, he will need to adopt an entirely new strategy. If he succeeds, it will be the biggest victory of his career. On the other hand, if he fails, this fight will be remembered for years to come. Now, the focus is on whether Turki Al-Sheikh can finalize the deal. If the agreement is reached, this could become the biggest fight of 2025.